Hey everybody, it's Carlos from Immortals Inc. Podcast. How you doing? I'm coming here from our new little studio. I got Mikey with me.
New. We got this is like the first time we're doing actual 3 people in here.
Yeah,
so
we are. We also have Matt.
Hi.
He's like flabbergasted about the new space, as we all are.
This new area is just blowing my mind.
I know, we're just like stuck in a white box, basically. It makes you go crazy, or it makes you...
It's way better than the other place.
It is. So, like, what are we talking about today?
Well, I was watching your podcast the other day, you did with John on Rune Quest, and you were fascinated by the, well, first off, I don't know how I feel about the antler, the deer nipples, whatever.
I was saying the same thing, man. That was suspect.
I was like weird about it, and then I'm like, oh, it's Rune Quest.
Did you see that, Matt, that podcast, or did
No,
you
I
not
did
get a
not
chance?
see it.
So,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
basically, there's this dude. John was explaining how in Rune Quest you could take on many different,
animal spirits.
Yeah,
or,
bestial spirits.
Like an RPG for animals?
Basically. That's how I took it.
Be a fox.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, but anyway, he put up a giant picture of this antler-headed man with giant nipples. And
Giant.
I was like,
Giant. Unnecessarily giant.
And it took the focus. But
Maybe
anyway,
I don't want to play this game.
No, I don't know. What made me laugh was like he was talking about Ratman, and then he brought up Skaven, which you were like, Ratman, Skaven, I don't understand what that is. And then I thought, well, maybe Matt can come on and talk about Skaven from the world of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Skaven basically are, as you did not know, Mikey, are Ratmen. But they show a deeper. I mean,
don't say they're deeper than Ratmen.
They're deeper than just rats. They're not just rats.
They're
deeper than
They're an
that.
integral part of the Warhammer world, the Age of Sigmar, even the old one, right? Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Yeah, which is yeah.
So I figured I'd get Matt in here because Matt loves
I love Skaven.
all things
Got a
40K.
got a Skaven tattoo,
Age of
too.
Sigmar.
Wait, so what made you even...
Wait, do you have a Skaven tattoo?
I do have a Skaven tattoo right there.
Oh God, it is.
So what developed your love from Skaven?
I don't know. It was like 1992, and I was given the choice of a box of high elves or a box of rat-looking little guys. So I took the rats, and it just started me down this road. And they're a really cool race. They're basically the worst traits of humankind in one race. It's basically all the atrocities that people have committed throughout the years. The Skaven do that, and they do it 100-fold. To the point where it's actually comedic, and they're jealous, they're thieving, they only worry about themselves. I'm not saying I'm like this, like, but there's a
He's
part,
not describing himself.
You know, it's like there's a part of that that's really appealing. Just wanting to do everything wrong, and they've got machine guns, and they've got flamethrowers.
That's a machine gun. It's more of a warp.
A warp.
Yeah. Is it like a musket?
No, it's not a musket. It's actually like it's more akin to a Gatling gun. There's a Rattling gun team, and then one guy cranks the thing, and the other thing just fires. Like it's
it is a Gatling gun.
It's like a Gatling gun, not
is
a machine gun.
New or is that?
No, that they've had that forever. They have
really?
They have sniper rifles.
Yeah, I know they had the musket rifles and the sniper.
Those guys
rifles like that.
those guys are extra points wise expensive though.
So these guys, are they just available in Age of Sigmar? Or are they found within? This
is like
that's just a box we had.
This is just a box that you have, but this is just showcases just one of the Skaven clans, which is Clan Pestilence, and their big thing is spreading diseases.
Sounds like what rats do.
They get their priests together and they go, how can we come up with the most deadly disease to unleash on either their own kind or on some other kind?
They're kind of. I think they work close with like the Skaven, the Nurgle.
Yeah.
Nurgle, like if somebody doesn't know, Chaos in the old world is like a banner, like they're the demons, and they have like 4 different types, and one of them is Nurgle, which is decay and rot and the ends. But they I know they go on, but what I like too is like they're underneath the cities. That's part of everything. Like you could have these great man-made cities that are just like huge landscapes, like giant cities. And they have just the biggest city underground that they dug themselves to be basically what rats do for real, I guess.
They're what rats do for real.
This got me loving rats, like actual rats. I'm like, are you a Skaven? Are you a Skaven?
That's part of their gameplay too. Is that they'll throw pestilence balls, which are like balls of diseases. And
if anyone plays 40K watching this, they have giant rats in power armor. It's actual power armor. They don't call it that, but you see these just giant rat ogres wearing this Space Marine armor, and you're like, that's totally awesome.
So there are Skaven in 40K too?
No. There could be. There's like a bunch of like models like that people are making on Etsy and stuff for that kind of thing.
But yeah, just keep them in Age of Sigmar.
Exactly.
We'll just
They
keep
used
them
in
there.
the old when 40K first started, they used to have things called the Ratlings, and they were snipers.
Yeah.
They were like little like subhumans.
Would they shoot like disease
Were they
balls from
rats?
300 meters out?
They were like kinda.
Kind
They were like mutants or something.
Probably
they were like
one
a
of the
race and
starting-
stuff. Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but somebody you can Google it. It's like,
okay.
I know they have something, but they specialize in snipers. They were
Yeah.
snipers, and that's because they were small, can get into little places and snipe people. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. If you play Age of Sigmar, which we have a huge following now on Friday nights, we have a huge following. I know every once a month they do a tournament on the first Sunday of the month. And the world is very interesting. But Skaven has always been a part of that 40K. Why do I keep saying 40K? Age of Sigmar.
You have a bias.
Yeah, I do. Age of Sigmar, and it's always been part of that fantasy world. And to me, it's fascinating because it is like the classic underbelly of the world.
The cool thing is they're bringing that world back. The old world, it's coming back.
Yeah, I haven't read too much about it, but I saw
square bases.
Square
They're gonna have
bases.
square
that
bases.
That was a big issue when they went from square to round.
Yeah, they're
bases.
like,
but it even said in the
circles.
rules though that it doesn't matter what the base
I mean,
is.
circles have their places.
I like them. They kind of look better, but
Yeah.
like square bases were for when you had the regiments.
Yeah.
You know, like
Some
so you'd
people
have
like
like like 30 troops and they're all in a line. They'd walk like the classic warfare. They're going to walk across the field.
Yeah.
The round bases kind of broke that up a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. But I think if they bring it, they have to bring it back. You know, you'll get a lot of players back, but I think they just needed.
A lot of players burn their armies.
I know. So I did another. Yeah, I talked about this before. How like people were really upset that they changed it.
It makes no sense.
Yeah,
Just
but
sell
you
it.
could. Yeah, or just put a new base on it, or
Put a new base on it.
But
or
even in
something
the
like that.
rules,
Yeah.
it said it doesn't matter if you had a round base. You didn't have to have a round base. It could be a square. Like right now, it doesn't matter. But I don't know. People are people. But
yeah, I have a bunch of square bases and stuff, and I've played against people with circles and stuff. You have a slight advantage because, but I usually discount that advantage. Like you get a longer range on your weapons.
Oh,
like,
with the round
yeah,
base?
with less space.
Oh,
too.
yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a technicality, right?
It is a technicality.
Like
If you
furnace.
get this thing, you'll get you can get the parts to build a screaming bell, but you can build the plague furnace, which is basically a giant wrecking ball that is like
just
corrupted with filth.
Yeah.
Just
They had some fun stuff too, if I remember. Didn't they have a big wheel, like one giant wheel? And it would-
the Doom Wheel.
yeah,
the
and
Doom Wheels are
you
fun.
could launch it at something, but sometimes it would like veer off course and kill your own guys. Yeah,
That's the thing that I love. Is like you always have a 1 in 6 chance of blowing yourself up, and that's what I
1 in
love. I'm
6.
I'm hoping for that 6. You know, like I want to blow myself up because it's cool.
What's your favorite thing about Skaven?
Favorite thing about Skaven is, I guess,
Outside of the game, like the history, the lore, I guess.
The history. This is more old world, but I used to love their quarrels with Nagash, the supreme sorcerer of the undead.
Oh yeah, they did. Fight.
They killed him.
Sorry, I nerded out for a minute. Go ahead.
They actually managed to kill him, and then he came back because his hand survived and it crawled away like a little spider. They've always had beef with the undead. They've always
I do remember that in the old world when they were destroyed. The Skaven are the one, because like Nagash was imagined he's the big baddie of the world. He was like,
you gave me a little bit of input about him, man.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Nagash.
Yeah, he was the big baddie of the world. So I forget that the Skaven were actually the ones that bring him down.
Well, he was in extremely weakened state, but they brought him down.
Either way, they were rats. They saw it. You know, there it is. I'm taking this opportunity. There's no honor there. It's just I'm a rat.
There's no honor among Skaven at all.
Yeah. So, well, that was fun. Just to get a little taste of what a Skaven is and help Mikey out to understand this.
And you. So now we both know what a
That
Skaven
way,
is.
if you wanted, like,
I
if
feel
you wanted
a lot better.
That way, if you wanted to play rats and you wanted to play something that was disease ridden. Okay, I'm not selling this now, am I?
Yeah. Nice try.
All right.
Well, it is here, right? It is here in Immortals Inc.
Yeah, it's Immortals. This is an older Start collecting set. They have new models and everything. I just have to do a restock.
They're coming out with a new battle box. They're going to be fighting. It's called like Echoes of Sorrow, or not that, but
Is it the High Elves?
They'll be fighting. They'll be fighting the Sylvaneth.
Oh, that's like High Elves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's the tree spirits.
Tree spirits. Actually, that's a pretty good.
And they also got a really cool Skaven assassin model coming out.
Obviously.
He's like on top of this rock, and he's like, "I'm gonna stab you."
If you like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like us and you want to support us, subscribe to our Patreon. We're only $1, and you get to have your name at the end. And Mikey's gonna scroll it up, make it look nice, and like us on all the other medias. We're also on Twitter, MeWe, Rumble, YouTube. Help me out.
What even is MeWe?
MeWe's like a alternative Facebook group.
Okay, we're on Facebook too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Facebook. I just assumed everybody knew.
We are on
I just
Facebook.
assumed everybody knew we're on
now.
Facebook.
We are in the metaverse.
Yes. Are we?
No,
We're not.
no.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. You just,
I don't know what the
You just
metaverse
tell
is.
me.
He's like, we are.
You just tell me.
Like Stephen Hawking. Now.
I know.
Just tell me what things to say, Mikey, and I'll say them. All right. Until next time, guys. I'll see you later.
Peace.
Bye.